We will study about closure property in this module. Let us first revise about closure property for all the operations on whole numbers. Let us first revise what is the meaning of closure property. Two numbers are said to be closed under addition when we add any two whole numbers and the result that we get is also a whole number. Here we have two numbers, 4 and 7, belonging to the same group of whole numbers. On adding 4 and 7, we get 11. Here, 11 is also a whole number. Similarly, when we add any two whole numbers, the result is also a whole number. This is the closure property. On multiplying 4 and 7, we get 28. Here, 28 is also a whole number. Similarly, when we multiply any two whole numbers, the result is also a whole number. Let us see what happens when they undergo subtraction and division. On subtracting 7 from 4, we get -3, which is not a whole number. And on dividing 4 by 7, we get 4 upon 7, which is also not a whole number. -3 and 4 upon 7 are not whole numbers. Thus, we can say that whole numbers are closed under addition and multiplication, but not under division and subtraction. Now, let us study about closure property for all the operations on integers. Now, let us consider -5 and 4. We know that when integers undergo addition, subtraction and multiplication operations, the result is also an integer. But this is not the case when they undergo division. Let us see if this is correct or not. Consider -5 and 4. On adding -5 and 4, we get -1, which is an integer. Similarly, for any two integers, p and q, p plus q is also an integer. Thus, we can say the integers are closed under addition. On subtracting 4 from -5, we get -9, which is also an integer. Similarly, for any two integers, p and q, p minus q is also an integer. Thus, we can say that integers are closed under subtraction. And on multiplying -5 with 4, we get -20, which is also an integer. Similarly, multiplication of any two integers is always an integer. Thus, we can say that integers are also closed under multiplication. On dividing -5 by 4, we get -5 upon 4, which is not an integer. Thus, we can say that integers are closed under addition, subtraction, and multiplication, but not under division. Now, let us study about closure property for rational numbers. We know that rational numbers are the numbers that can be represented in the form of x by y, where x and y are integers and y is not equal to 0. See that on adding two rational numbers, we get a rational number again. So, for any two rational numbers p and q, p plus q is always a rational number. Hence, rational numbers are closed under addition. Now, let us see if they are closed under subtraction as well. On subtracting two rational numbers, the result is a rational number again. So, for any two rational numbers p and q, p minus q is also a rational number. Hence, rational numbers are closed under subtraction as well. Now, let us check for multiplication. Again, you can see when two rational numbers are multiplied, the result is again a rational number. So, for any two rational numbers p and q, p into q is always a rational number. Hence, rational numbers are closed under multiplication as well. Finally, let us check whether the rational numbers are closed under division. Here again, we have a rational number.